like a pro. You thought.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to Brandi Beauty TV. So today, guys, we are going to be doing a silk press on my client Denisha hair. And look, let me first start off by saying when she first started coming to me, her hair was always, how can I say this? Like, as a hairstylist, sometimes we can see the forest from the trees and vice versa. So I knew the potential that her hair had. It's just at that given time, and at that point, it just wasn't as healthy as where it is now. And so after so many visits, coming, making sure that she keeps up with her trims, and just coming to the salon a little bit more regularly, her hair just improved so much. And when I say improved, I mean it just wasn't as dry. Her ends weren't as split. I could tell the moisture retention was there. The elasticity was there, and those are all really key things I look for to see if someone's press is going to hold up or not. Because if your hair doesn't have any elasticity in it, if it's just severely dry, you will find that you will have more complications with trying to wear straight hairstyles and trying to bounce back and forth between straight styles, curly styles. You won't really have the flexibility and the privileges to be able to do that when the hair is dry. So nevertheless, we are here today, present day 2023, and her hair has just improved so much. And nothing special. She's just coming in, regularly for salon maintenance. I think I see Denisha maybe once a month on average, maybe every like 3 to 4 weeks. And the beauty of it is that I always try to tell people that, silk presses, I know some people are afraid of like heat damage and whatnot, but silk presses can really, really, really be your best friend, especially when used appropriately. I know there's a lot of people out there who just don't want to put any sort of heat on their hair because they don't want to damage it, and rightfully so. Especially in this day and age, we're pretty much abusing just about every single last tool that we have. But when used appropriately, heat can really, really, really help your hair. It can just improve the all around integrity of it. And I say that because when you stretch your hair out, it's one thing to get your hair trimmed and always keep it like in a curly state most of the time. Even if your preferred way to wear your hair is curly, that's fine, to each his own. Getting your hair pressed every 3 to 4 months, I always say like once a season or quarterly, will help you be able to trim everything that needs to go, because curls can be deceiving. And so where you may think you have bomb wash and goes and stuff like that, if once you go to blow it dry, you will see all the damage that's acute on the ends, because when you keep your hair in that curly state, you don't get your strands of your hair do not get a chance to be lubricated by the sebum that your scalp creates. It pretty much all just lives at the scalp, and you'll see a lot of people with curly hair, the ends of the hair are traditionally more dry, and the roots are typically where all the product and all the oil and stuff lives. But your strands need to be lubricated, especially if you want to be able to have a little bit more options and privileges with your real hair. So I encourage people to wear their hair however they want to, whatever best fits their lifestyle. But for those who wear their hair curly, who like to be able to bounce back, it doesn't hurt to get your hair pressed every 3 to 4 months. Like, you're gonna see a huge difference. It's not something that you need to commit to. Straight styles are not for everybody, but you're looking at it as more so as a health benefit, more so as a styling benefit. And so that's what we did with Denisha's hair. I just told her, just come in. I said, obviously it's gorgeous when it's straight and everything like that, but by me straightening it, it allows me to see every little bit of imperfection, so I can go in and really, really see what we need to do, what needs to be corrected. And so that way, when you decide to wear your hair curly, it's true. it's not guesswork. You know exactly how your hair looks because you've blown it out to be able to see every little thing. And it does help, and it also helps you shop for products too, because sometimes people are purchasing the wrong products and whatnot because they really don't know what their hair looks like. And so the best way to see that sometimes is just to blow it out, stretch it out so you can see your curl pattern. You can see, what you can and can't do with your hair. All those things help. So Denisha's hair takes so well to the flat iron. I'm using my flat iron on 450, between 430 and 450 to press her hair out. And I only do one pass on Denisha's hair. Her hair is just so nice and trained now, and I don't have to do a whole lot to get her hair to do what it is that I want it to do. But it took some time for that to get there. Like I said, just that routine salon maintenance and coming in regularly has allowed her to have so many nice privileges, and her hair just bounce behave all the time. So while we are at it, guys, I also want to mention that, y'all, we have hit well over 2,000 subscribers, and I'm like, oh my God, it just happened so fast. I feel like we just hit 1,000 like the end of last summer, maybe at the brink of fall 2022. And yeah, come January we hit 2,000. I was like, whoa, like we got the second 1,000 way faster than we got the first. At any rate, thank you all so much to all the Brandi Beauty new family members. Y'all, we like to have a good time over here, and I just would like to showcase, my work and how I like to style, my artistic expression, my love for hair, as you see. And if you have binge watched a few videos, I'm sure you have pretty much got the feel for what I like to showcase and, this community over here. And so if you appreciate real hair, natural hair, just hair in general, this is the place to be. So thank you all so much for joining the fam. Just to be honest with you, the channel truly is second to none. And I also want to say thank you all for your patience as 2023 just came in just really, 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 really daunting. And we just had just a lot going on, just between work and juggling, family life and all the things that I have to keep up with on a day-to-day. A lot of changes are good, mostly everything good. Just trying to juggle it all. And I was like, no, YouTube cannot go on a back burner because, honestly, this has just been such a good creative outlet for me. And it's been a way that I can connect with so many other people who enjoy the same things that I enjoy. Just a good community of good, clean, wholesome fun with people who just love hair just as much as I do, want to explore it, want to learn about it, all those good things. So I appreciate every single last one of you. Thank you all for your patience. Thank you all for your loyalty and for still watching and keeping up. I see all the comments. I like to read all the comments, and I appreciate every single last comment and like and share. I appreciate it all. So thank you all so much. And so, look at Denisha's hair, guys. It's just pressing out so pretty. Like, you can see the sheen there on her hair. It's just, her hair just literally glides through the plates. And I'm not even using my 1-inch iron to press her hair. I'm using my 7/10. And I find myself pressing with this iron more so than my bigger iron, because when I use the bigger iron, I normally have to go in with a smaller iron anyway to catch the roots. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to overwork myself. I don't want to be going back and forth, picking up this one, putting it down, picking up that one, putting it down. Like, like if I have to do it, then I will, but it's not something I prefer to do. So this iron is perfect because it allows me to catch those roots real close like I like, without burning the client. And it also allows me to do one smooth pass. It's big enough to be able to cook through the entire strand, I should say. The heat evenly distributes itself across the entire strand, and I really, really like that. So this is my go-to iron. I use this on pretty much any lengths because I can get really close and really detailed with it. And it's by H2 Pro, one of my favorite hair companies, tried and true. I love H2 Pro. And this is ceramic iron too, which is really, really important to know. And if y'all didn't know, there is a difference between the different kind of plates, the metals used, and they conduct heat totally different. So here you see me primarily pressing with the ceramic irons. I use them for her edges, which was my 3/10 iron, or it might have been a 4/10. I don't remember. 4/10 or 3/10, that really, really tiny iron that I used on her edges. And then this 7/10 iron here that I'm used for the rest of her hair. But ceramic irons and titanium irons conduct heat completely different, all right? And I know some people be like, well, it doesn't matter whichever one I get. Yes, the heck it does, absolutely, because titanium at 390 versus ceramic at 390 are gonna feel completely different, just totally different. I mean, it's just like anything else, 450 degrees with steam. If you put your hand over a pot of boiling water and it's 400 something degrees, you're gonna feel every bit of that steam. Like the steam can literally burn you. You know what I'm saying? So different elements conduct heat totally different, and titanium is definitely a more aggressive heat. I mean, the molecules just, I don't know why, but I just know it does. I might have to do some research on that. I need to study that a little bit more. But that is something that we learn, that we should know as hairstylists, because everybody's hair can't take different kinds of heat. I would say ceramic is it's a less aggressive heat, the way that it conducts. And so it's traditionally a little bit more safer for all hair types, but there are some textures that just need a little bit more cooking, especially when it's dry, and titanium will go get the job done for that. If you got to, some people here got to be cooked if you want it to get straight. That's just the honest truth. And so that's why you got to pay attention, and you get, it's good to tell everybody, come in the salon regularly, so we don't have to cook your hair every single time you want it straight, because after a while that can just become too much. And low and slow is the way to go. You can train anybody's hair to respond well to heat if they're consistent enough, and if you're not beating up on the hair every single time. And sometimes you can send the hair in a state of shock, and it'll get to the point where you literally just can't do anything with it. But luckily in Denisha's case, that's not what it is. As you can see, I'm using all ceramic irons on her hair. I use ceramic irons to flat iron it, and I'm also using my Babyliss ceramic iron to curl her hair. And I've turned the heat down on that just a little bit because her hair is already straight. So we're not trying to, cook it or anything like that. We just trying to throw some curls in it. And I love her hair color, y'all. I know I'm all over the place, but look, let me tell you, I had did her hair. I put a couple highlights in her hair. As you can see, this is what I'm talking about with privileges. You have those when your hair is healthy. And I used my my balayage placement just to do a few highlights, on her crown or whatever. We wasn't trying to do a whole lot. We was just trying to just spruce it up just a wee bit. And they were copper initially, but I had convinced her to let me go in and put a little blaze red on it, just a little bit, and it turned out so pretty. And here now it's faded a little bit because we actually did this a couple sessions ago, but as you can tell, it's still fading really nicely. And I love that about reds and coppers. They fade so pretty. Okay, y'all, so we are done curling Tanisha's hair. Y'all see them curls? Y'all see how vibrant, just the luster there? Like, this is the key sign of healthy hair. You see that luster, how shiny it is? And I applied minimal product. See, that's what you want to see. That's what you need to see, okay? Excellent indicator of health right there. When it's looking dry and stuff like that, not good. That's not what you want. And you see, look, I done bought this comb out and everything like that, but look, I barely even used the comb. I barely even use the comb to style her hair, because sometimes your fingers just do the job so much better, and the fingers can serve as an excellent wide tooth comb, especially when the curls are set just right. Sometimes you can get in there a little bit easier with your fingers, and you can place the hair a little bit more strategically and precisely versus with the comb. Sometimes the comb can comb it out just too much, and sometimes you don't want that. And look at those highlights just peeking through. Like, less is more. So I tell people that you do not always need a hair full of color. You don't always need to do the most with your hair for it to look good. You just don't. Denisha's hair is just chef's kiss. It's it. That's just what we want. So thank y'all as always for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I mean it about that subscribe. Y'all keep the subscribers coming, okay? Because we trying to get to 3,000 next. So let's just keep the train rolling. And I will see y'all in my next video.